Good afternoon, everyone. I'm just saying good afternoon. You don't have to be taped. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
We're about to get started in a minute or two. Nice to see your beautiful faces, and we're so happy it's sunny.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Although we like the rain.
All right. We do like the rain.
Like the rain and the sun.
Especially for the California climate.
Exactly.
So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is CJ. I'm the CEO of the Black Cultural Zone, which is a community development corporation here in East Oakland. It was formed in 2019 by the East Oakland Black Cultural Zone Collaborative. We are looking to make sure that the essence of Black culture in East Oakland and Oakland remain and join with all of the beautiful cultures that we have to honor who we are, who we have been, and who we will be. So what you're standing on is a place called Liberation Park. Liberation Park was named by the community as a space where it's a safe space for folks to enjoy art and culture and skating and food and marketplaces. So that's where you are. You see beautiful art that was dedicated to us. You see an Afro portal, which allows us to connect across the world with other communities who want to learn about Oakland and events like this. So today we're here to celebrate you all and the California Climate Action Corp and the volunteers. So first I want to say on behalf of our community, thank you for your service. Thank you for what you've done. We could not be who we are in this city and this state or this country without volunteers like you. So again, thank you for coming. Welcome to Liberation Park. And it is now absolutely my honor to introduce Josh Friday, our Chief Service Officer from the state of California. Welcome for Josh.
That was incredible. You're a pro. Thank you. Thank you, CJ. How wonderful to be welcomed here to Liberation Park in the land of Oakland, as we get ready to celebrate Earth Day. It's so wonderful to be here on behalf of Governor Newsom, California volunteers. A few years ago, we had this crazy idea to start something called the Climate Action Corps, a statewide effort to empower people to take climate action and get involved in their communities. And the reason we did it is because we realized that if we are going to address this existential crisis of climate facing our planet, facing our communities, facing our entire state, that we needed to both connect once again to the earth, connect to our planet, but we also needed to connect with each other. I had a chance about a year ago to meet a young indigenous leader who shared with me that in her culture, in her community, they have a saying that says, we are going to solve the climate crisis at the speed of trust. And the question for us with the Climate Action Corps and in California is, how are we going to create trust among each other? How are we going to connect to each other in our communities? And how are we going to do it fast enough to save our planet? And today is a powerful representation of how we are doing that. We have literally hundreds of volunteers across this beautiful city here in Oakland. We have thousands of volunteers across the state of California taking climate action together, young and old, people of all backgrounds, all races, coming from different communities, speaking different languages, taking climate action together. That's so beautiful about what we have built here in California. And the idea, the simple idea that to heal our planet, we should connect with the earth and connect with each other is starting to spread. We've seen several other states create their own climate corps. And we've even seen the President of the United States announce that he's creating the American Climate Corps based off of the California model, something we should all be very, very proud of from here. So I am so thankful to everyone. The ability to connect is only possible because of our amazing partners. It starts with the Black Cultural Zone here at Liberation Park, so thank you very much for having us here. I also want to thank the City of Oakland, who is such an amazing partner in all of this work, not just the city, but the Parks and Rec. We have Clean California, we have Trees for Oakland, so many organizations coming together to empower people, to connect people, to build relationships, and ultimately to build the trust that is going to be necessary for us to tackle this climate crisis. I want to make one other point because I think it's kind of cool and fun. But we're not just taking climate action out here together today. We are also celebrating Jane Goodall's 90th birthday. Jane Goodall is someone, let's give Jane a big round of applause. Jane Goodall is a hero and an inspiration to us all to protect our planet, to protect each other. And in her honor, California, through the California Climate Action Corps, is planting 90,000 native trees and plants for Jane Goodall's 90th birthday. Happy birthday, Jane. We're out here celebrating you. So thank you very much, and thank you to every volunteer who's planted a tree or plant and is going to take one of our trees and plants home today to continue celebrating her birthday. I now have a very, very distinct honor of introducing someone I've gotten to know over the last couple of years, because she spent the last couple of years dedicating her time and her talent and her passion to helping save our planet and protect our communities. And she's done that as a full-time Climate Action Corps member. She's not just a Climate Action Corps member, she is a team leader. She's a leader in her community, she's a leader here in California, and she's a leader for our country. Mariel Schmidt. Mariel.
Thank you for that lovely introduction, Josh. It's a privilege to address you all here today, and I'm so grateful for all of our wonderful partners who have organized such a special event for Earth Day. My name is Mariel Schmidt, and I'm a Team Leader Fellow with the California Climate Action Corps. It's been one of the highlights of my fellowship to be able to take direct action during our community climate events, such as this one. We cannot face the climate crisis in isolation. It will take all of us. So when we come together and take collective action like we are today, I always feel deeply touched. Something special happens when we're united by our shared goal: to build climate resiliency in our communities and pave a way for a more equitable and sustainable world. We're here today for a reason: to advance that goal together. I've been a California Climate Action Corps Fellow for 2 service terms now, first as a Food Recovery Fellow and this year as a team leader. I've seen the power of collective action being taken by hundreds of fellows and volunteers on the front lines all throughout California. In 2021, I was part of the program's first cohort of just 50 fellows, and by 2024, we've grown to over 300 fellows, taking initiatives and projects in urban greening, food waste and food recovery, and wildfire resiliency. It's been a humbling experience to see this program develop. I'm a huge advocate of this program because I've seen firsthand the tangible impacts we're making in communities. In my first term, I partnered with Food Cycle LA, a nonprofit food recovery organization. Their mission is to feed people, not landfills. I was able to hone my skill in volunteer management and outreach, educate stakeholders in climate policy such as Senate Bill 1383, and also event coordination. One of my biggest achievements and fulfilling moments was being able to personally divert 50,000 pounds of perfectly edible food that was headed for a landfill. I picked up this food from grocery stores and redirected it into the hands of people experiencing food insecurity. It's hard work recovering all of this food, but seeing the smiles on people's faces and knowing I'm able to take direct action and curb methane emissions really gives me the fuel and perseveres me to do the work that I do. My time with Food Cycle was so rewarding that I decided to return as a team leader. And in this role, I've been able to connect with volunteers and fellows all across the state and engage in different projects that benefit communities. It's been an honor working alongside such passionate people doing incredibly vital work. It's given me the opportunity to continue taking direct action, whether through composting workshops, assisting in food distributions, greening our communities, and even hosting events at community gardens. CCAC has deeply supported me on my journey through brilliant professional development, mentoring, and training. These opportunities have helped guide me in my career development and confirmed my commitment to being a climate advocate and leader. I look back on my journey and I'm so grateful for the change that volunteers and fellows have helped bring about. At CCAC, fellows have planted over 13,200 trees, distributed 15 million pounds of food, and diverted over 53 million pounds of organic waste, and also maintained 1,900 acres to strengthen wildfire resiliency. These numbers would not be possible without our volunteers. These numbers are phenomenal, and we should be so proud of the strides we're making. Thank you. We should be so proud of the strides we're making to address the climate emergency. And to the committed volunteers that have come out here on this beautiful Saturday and have chosen to serve, let me just say, Every time we intentionally come together like this, we are investing in a planet for future generations. Volunteers like you are really the backbone and so critical for the work that we're doing in this city and in this state. So thank you so much for your contribution.
I want to be Mariel when I grow up. Isn't she amazing? Let's give her another round of applause. So I shared and said that we believe foundational to Climate Corps and to solving this crisis is partnership. Partnership with community organizations, partnership with volunteers, partnerships with cities and counties and local governments. And fundamental to this partnership is our partnership with the state legislature, who has funded literally hundreds of Climate Corps members across the state of California who get paid, get a scholarship for college to take climate action in their community, and have organized tens of thousands of volunteers across the state. And I want to introduce someone who represents Assemblymember Mia Bonta, who is a champion for service, is a champion for our communities, and is a champion for climate. It is a real honor to introduce Rowena Brown with Assemblymember Mia Bonta's office. Rowena.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for having me. As mentioned, my name is Rowena Brown, and I proudly serve as District Director to State Assemblymember Mia Bonta. And so we're really honored to welcome California Service Corps to Assembly District 18 here in Oakland and here in East Oakland. Thank you for being here. And of course, special thanks to the City of Oakland and the Black Cultural Zone for hosting. And so on this Climate Action Day, in celebration of Earth Day, I am proud to stand among transformative climate change advocates and those dedicated community leaders as we celebrate the importance of Earth Day. Earth Day is crucial because it promotes a healthier future, and it calls on each of us to play an important role in solving climate change head on. Throughout California and here in Oakland, we have seen a steady rise of sea level rise and severe weather conditions, especially during the pandemic, where we saw increased fires throughout the state of California, as well as the day that most of us here in the Bay Area will never forget, the day that the skies turned orange red. And so the state of California has a pivotal role to play in advancing climate justice. Assemblymember Bonta proudly serves on the Water, Parks, and Wildlife Committee, working to support and continued investments in climate service projects, as mentioned, in order to empower sustainable communities. And so we're extremely grateful for all of the community members that are working here in the City of Oakland on this day and really every day to help keep our communities beautiful, clean, and help advance climate justice. And so thank you so much for being here, and everyone enjoy the day.
Thank you, Rowena. Thank you for welcoming us to East Oakland for this beautiful, beautiful day. We believe that to solve this climate crisis, it truly is an all-hands-on-deck moment, that we need every Californian to step up to make a difference, which is why I love that I get to introduce the next speaker, who has transitioned from a prominent career as a civil rights attorney in our country to electing women to important positions throughout our communities, and has now stepped up as a climate leader here in Oakland and throughout our state, and leads climate partnerships and initiatives for the state, or for the City of Oakland. Julie Cassidy. Julie.
Hi there. I am Julie Cassidy, and I am Mayor Sheng Tao's Director of Climate Partnerships. I'm here today on this beautiful Earth Day to thank the state, California volunteers, Josh Friday, and the Black Cultural Zone, and most importantly, Oakland's California Climate Action Corps Fellows for the incredible work that they are doing here in the town. California and Governor Newsom's investments through this program are leading the nation again. this time in building the green workforce, which is much needed ahead for California, the country, and the planet, and is a major priority of the mayors. The City of Oakland and Mayor Sheng Tao, thank you for coming to Oakland to volunteer and celebrate Earth Day with us here and at the many, many locations across Oakland today. This year, the City of Oakland has hosted and greatly benefited from 20 amazing Climate Action Corps fellows, folks like Mariel, thank you for your service. Oakland has hosted the largest group in the state of California. Our fellows are working, doing critically important climate resilience and justice work in the city, and as you can hear, my dog is very juiced about this.
Block is pumped.
Go Climate Action Corps fellows. They're working in neighborhood services, on our urban gardens team at Parks and Rec, on the Better Neighborhood Same Neighbors project, on developing the resilience hubs that are part of Oakland's future. They work side by side with the terrific City of Oakland staff in making Oakland a greener, more resilient, and more climate just community, helping meet our city's equitable climate action goals. The Climate Fellows are spread out at many locations in neighborhoods like this one across Oakland today, where many Earth Day events are happening. Climate justice work, including the volunteer efforts that you and folks participated in today, build our sense of communal responsibility for Oakland and the planet, and each other, as you importantly pointed out. Thanks again to California volunteers for making this program available, which aligns with Mayor Tao's priorities for building green jobs for Oakland and prioritizing climate-forward planning and development here in the town. Thanks for being here, and happy Earth Day.
Thank you so much. I just think it's so fitting that as we head into Earth Day, that we come here and celebrate in the land of Oak what it means to heal our planet by connecting to the earth and connecting to each other in such a powerful way. So thank you to all of our volunteers. Thank you to everyone who made this day and all of the climate action community days across the state possible. I do want to take a quick second to say a special thank you to the California Volunteers team, many of whom are here today. I hope as you heard the speakers today and as you think about what we've created, that you take note and take stock of what we've built, what you've built together, how we have created a model for connection and community and climate action. I hope Leo and Grace and Zizi, who are out there resting up after all their work, are very proud of their moms, Lindsay and Sunshine, for creating this program. And I want to thank everyone for stepping up in such a critical way. We are now recruiting for next year's Climate Action Corps members, so anyone who has a friend who wants to be like Mariel and get paid to take climate action and be a leader in your community, please go to caservicecorps.com. We are recruiting. We need more people to step up, and we're just getting started. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you for staying. That was great.
Can we get it?
Yeah, let's do that. That'd be great. Yeah.
CJ, do you have time?
I'm going to make it
get
work.
going.
Let's
Can we do team?
Oh, thank you.
Cassandra, can we do? Should we go here? Why don't we go stand up here?
Okay.
Right in front of that.